Howdy folks, and welcome back to Scryptar Plays Hearts of Iron 4, the Great War Mod, and we have a slight issue. If you compare these numbers, if you watch this series and you know the figures by heart, then you know more than I do, but this was more like 50-ish, right? Well, what happened was, the save game for last episode, number 19, was gone. So I basically had to start the episode earlier than that, try to recreate the events as best as possible. And as you can see, we have the Isle of Man, or whatever that is. I failed once. I attacked a little bit early, and there were still, like, I don't know, 20 troops on that island. They needed them to reinforce down here. Once this bulb became a little bit bigger, then I could invade. And then I just sent in these, well, you know, the 48 troops we had down here, right? I cancelled more reinforcements. I think we do have enough for now. We do need the manpower. We will need it. In any case, and I do plan to go into tanks and mechanized, motorized if we can. We'll see what we get there soon-ish. We'll see. Also need planes and all of that, and that all needs manpower. Ships and ugh. So lost a couple ships here and there. We still have 58, which is not too bad. I mean, look at that. They're all pretty much veterans. Well, there's some down here. Yeah, okay, but this is so nice. So nice indeed. Alright, that's working. Patrolling down here. The Marines are now down here. The reinforced Marines are now down here. That's the guys who took the island. They're going to invade Lisbon. Porto? Porto. Lisbon is down there. Why did I say? Who cares? Okay, that's gonna happen. I might have to attack Spain, and as you can see from the numbers, they do have quite a lot of troops and tanks. That's what, 21, 25 heavy tank divisions. I don't like that at all. Don't really care much about these, although that's quite a lot of troops and quite a lot of support equipment in there. I do not want to attack Spain. Not really. 96 troops, 25 of them including tanks. And we have pockets here and there, and we had a Japanese invasion down here, which I took care of. Yeah, all the good things. These guys are just coming back from that and redistributing around the Spanish territory. So if we have to do that, we can actually do so most efficiently. Might have to call in all of the defense force up here to just assist for a while. We'll see. I don't know yet. That's... ooh. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. We can always take these guys. Still 40 troops. Can just, you know, cobble them together and have some more fun, but I do not want to take them away yet. Yeah, superiority in southern England, really? How did you get there? From Portugal? From... Must be a carrier around somewhere, I would guess. There's no invasions planned up here, which is okay. I like that. So, what else? Raj capitulated. I actually asked Turkey to give me all this territory. That worked. So, every expansion, like after this, no, after here actually, every expansion after here, this was already mine. This we had to conquer until it capitulated. Everything that came after that was immediately our territory. Really nice. So we're still getting this down here. Still have some pockets of resistance which we need to take care of. That's been worked on. And then I do want to try to get back, like, in here. Somehow. Probably start off with a naval invasion from Saigon, going straight over here, 2 ports. 5 divisions each, and then just pour the troops in, something like that. First of all, we have to finish this off, and have to make sure we have a relatively quiet coastline. I think that's the main thing, so what are we looking at here? That's rad. Some pockets over here which I don't really care about. I can only get submarines in here once we take Gibraltar, which might be a thing. Might have to do a naval invasion like this. Try to get that done, although, you know, Gibraltar. Naval forts and all of that. There's still some green down here, but there's green there with a port. That doesn't help, it's an island, it's not connected anywhere. There's a port here. Could take all of that. And have 2 ports, that doesn't help. There's no port along here. I could build one real quick and then, you know, just go there and retake my homeland. Probably not gonna happen. Do the same here. Oh, we'll see. For now, I'd say let's just play the game. I tried to do pretty much the same research, and I tried to do the same focus tree. I think I deviated a little bit here, but as you can see, we're working on Dockyard expansion. That at least looks familiar. So let's keep cracking. Time's running. If I remember correctly, we played until the 20th of December, and I had to restart from the 6th of June? Yeah. Oh well. Whatever. That's somewhere here. Isn't that somewhere around here? Bhutan? I don't know. I don't care. That's done. That's nearly done. Everybody redistributes themselves. That's perfect. These guys are just trying to catch up with the rest of the army, and the army is just conquering everything they see. It's perfect. Everybody's on aggressive. We do have enough equipment. And look at that. This is so amazing. We only have, what, 2 factories for that? Ugh, come on. Yeah, 2. I looked at changing these into early motorized. Couldn't find a single advantage of doing so. Other than, you know, this takes steel. Steel, oil, and rubber. No. Why should I? Just deal with what you have. Yeah, this is almost done. It's perfect. Means everybody goes back up here, which we don't really need to do. That's closing itself off. That's done. Everybody is up here. 24 on the green line. Yes. Yeah, that's good. The Ottomans still have these 2 ports, which were Portuguese and French before, I believe. Didn't really bother of taking everything. I just wanted, you know, the majority. Get the big factories, which helped. 112 instead of 177. I would say that's good. Happy New Year, 1920. What's the convoy? That's all convoy stuff here. That's good. Are you trying again? I'm winning that. That's Japanese guys. Where the hell do they launch their attacks from? I mean, look at that. They need to come from down here or from these 2 islands. That's the only thing that would reach up here. Everything else is mine. I don't know. I just want to get this out of the way. And then maybe the distance from down here to there is definitely covered, and then jump over here. But maybe these are just out of range to do something big up here. They might do something down here. Should be easy to defend. It's Africa, I mean. And it's not that important. We're not starting to lose core territory or big factories if that happens. Okay, let's continue. How are you looking? 12 days. That's good. Could have them train a bit. Not in 12 days. You're coming along quite nicely here. Desert Fox. Mountaineer. Yeah, sure. Mountaineer is good. Ooh, I like all that stuff. Especially the naval invasion thing. Saves so much. Submarines. Could use some more destroyers. I mean, we're losing some convoys. Also move the convoys further down in the list. Right to the bottom, so we're... Well, here. We're not currently producing any. It's the next that has to fill up a little bit at least, like that. Before we get into carriers. Yeah, I think I've started to produce naval bombers, right? Carrier fighter? Really? Are you sure about that? Seaplane goes into naval bomber. 118 examples were built between and so on. The aircraft operated in the North and Baltic. Later served as training aircraft. So what do you do? Well, it says carrier aircraft. It's true, right there. But it doesn't have the carrier icon. Well, neither do these. I mean, this is an extra icon that gives you an extra research and has the icon there. You need to know that. So this also is a carrier plane. But what is your job? What do you do? Air superiority and interception. Great. Great. So we need to go through 2 carrier fighters, which are not on the fighter list. They could have just added the icon up here, same as they do here, right? Especially since this is the same plane. Just the upgraded version of it, and this is an upgrade to that one. So we need to wait until 1936 until we actually get that naval bombers. That's bad. How about you? Port strike, yep. City targeting. It's only the naval bombers that can really do this. Oh, close air support can do the same. Naval strike. Good, but I don't get these until I'm down here. This doesn't do it. This doesn't do it. Neither of these. Great. I mean, that's kind of okay. We don't have to worry about plane attacks to our fleet, but I really would have liked to do plane attacks on their fleet. Well, at least we got the prerequisites for naval bombers. That's good. Let's advance time just a little. We have 33% superiority, but require 50. How many ships are there? Are you kidding? Can I see that somewhere? "20 ships, 60. Enemy ships, 126. Gotta be kidding. Okay, that's not gonna work. But I do... Oh, finally. I started building this airport down here because there's nothing here. That's an airport, and that's an airport, and that's the closest down here. I mean, there isn't even one up here. Also, I don't like what I see there, but that seems to be fine. So, we could... potentially... really a waste. Don't want that. Something else. Actually took out 1 heavy artillery for that? Not the best idea. What could we want? We got that covered. Could start one of these. I checked these two. I mean, these stats. These stats, and they're virtually the same. I mean, heart attack is 3 for this one. For this one, it's even 4. Well, you know, heart attack is against fortress and bunkers and stuff like that. Trench warfare thing. What we want is additional armor and piercing, and this is 1 and 1. This is 3 and 8. So this is what you want against tanks. You know, I might as well just start researching anti-tank and putting that in my general army and just roll with that. That might be worth it. Let's have a quick look. Well, if I could, right? Still need 1, 2, 3 to get there. Excuse me. And then that's still 10 years or so, or 8 years or something. Nah, it's not gonna work. So the only thing against tanks is tanks. Do I get that right? Yes, I do. In that case, you actually might have to go for that one. A lot of heart attack, a lot of armor, no speed, but what can you do? Do that yet, it's a little early. Oh, we could. That's the first real tank prototype the Germans built after World War One. Started all the Panzer thing that they did. I'm not sure. Could go down here and see if we could get something better than that. If we were to take this one compared with this one. This one's more expensive. It needs wood, which we have in abundance, so no worries. Defense, better. Hardness, same. Hard attack, better. Armor, same. Well, that's a thing. Reliability, same. Nothing. Ugh. Breakthrough, double. Soft attack, nearly double. I mean, hard attack is triple. Speed, nearly double. Piercing, not as much. And only half the production cost. So if we had to do anything, we would actually go with these. Hmm. How do you end? You just end, right? Yeah. I think that's the way to go if you wanted to do something relatively quickly and get some serious power out there. That's the thing. We might, start with that. Which means we can switch you. Well, not switch you. I have to delete you. And then, no, you should be in here, right? Yeah. Do this. And then put you actually up here. Ta-da! Right in there. Should still have all of that. That should be fine. It's weird that this doesn't show, the 2 additional resources. Where? Over here I can see them. Wood. Have. No worries. But, well, don't need that anymore. Imported surplus, we still need that. So next thing would be some oil. Now, where's oil on this map? There's rubber. There's oil that we actually lost. There's oil that we lost. If we get that back, that would be ballerific. That would send us rolling. Some over here I don't care about. Now, if you want oil, you need to go into Russia, or, well, that didn't change, right? No, that didn't change. Okay. We barely managed a month so far, so let's continue on here. And you should be relatively ready to go. I wanted to put some planes in here. What am I doing? You're at 600 now, so you should upgrade even further. And we are going to put these in there. Just like that. And tell you this zone. Well, that's the whole country. Okay. No, of course you can't manage. 73%, that's, you can go like up until here. That's not gonna help. Anyway, you're gonna do air superiority and we see what happens. Actually, down here seems to be fairly good. I need you here. I need you in this sea zone. Otherwise, no invasion. Let's see how that changes once the planes actually arrive there. It will take a moment. That should jump from 33%. 46 down there. Can't really do much against that. But don't tell me that gave me 1%. Are you kidding? No, you're still deploying. Come on. Oh yeah. You go straight to that. Away. I know that's the armored car, obviously. Deployed. Look, there they are flying. Well, that's nice. So, did that change anything? Yes, perfect. So now we just need some down here. How do I could try from here. Don't need that many, right? Give me 200. Yes, I know. I did not want to click on that. I want this. And this. And obviously no range whatsoever, but I just need 4%. So do it. This should show right here when fighters are in transit. Or up here. I mean, 4.3%. It shows you when expeditionary forces are on the way back home and all that stuff, so why not just add the fighters to that? You there? Darien Coast. Seem to be there. Yes. Let's try this. This could be bad. I mean, we have half the fleet they have. They could pretty much sink everything. So far it seems to be okay. You get combat. What the heck is Nepal? That's over here. Oh, we did it! All of it. That's perfect. So now we need Green Army to deal with that. Ugh. But this whole thing starts again. You know, there is another Hearts of Iron 4 playthrough that I'm doing currently with Bendeline and Kami. And this, right here, that's what's happening all the time. It's really annoying. Okay, that's been dealt with. This is all set up for failure. What else can we do? Well, I do have troops that I don't need down here, which are these. My blue elite troops. Pretty much the same for all of them. It's okay. I think for now, why don't you just do something like this? Oh yeah, that's gonna be fun. That should be good for now, I think. I hope. 123 troops. Well, I have 24. Ah, it should be fine. Sure. What could possibly go wrong? Let's see what's happening here. Would really be nice if you guys actually arrived at your destination with enough organization and stuff. Missing infantry equipment. That's weird. I mean, dockyard expansion. So what I'm going to do over here, can't finish that, but it's not really that much in a hurry. I want to go down here, get all the Panzer bonus. So for that I need all of the above. We have that, we need these two. This, just need that one, and to get this I need both of them. So we need this whole tree basically to get down there. That's 1, 2, 15% for Marines too, with like 20 years ahead of time is nothing. That's already done. Early motorized we already have. Motorized ambulance we also already have, so that's a complete waste of time. Support artillery. It's 2 years until we can research that again. So, you know, might as well get started. That is okay-ish. Everybody's alive, organization is at an all-time high, support equipment, or equipment in general, is present. It'd be so nice if there wasn't nobody there, we could just walk in there. Thank you. Also going down this whole protection tree. Explain in 4 days, that's also good. You close enough to see that? Now, finally. British troops in there, that's what it says. 94, that's a good start. It's just that one group, that could work. Why is there an Australian troop here? I don't know. We will never find out. That's just how the game works. I did manage to get this focus in time to actually start this. It's only for the M and the B class because, well, that's the only Zeppelin in here. Zeppelin. We want to spend like 10 years on this to save 5 years. Ah, that's cool. Not gonna get a research modifier for this until we actually reach that World War II tree, I believe. Because if that's the first real naval bomber, why would you get a research bonus over here? Well, over here in that time area, I mean. For something that you get in the actual base game later. Don't see that happening. We're gonna go with this. Get this done. How much do we actually get out of this? Where art thou? 482. So if we wanted to, we edit this and take out you, and probably you, and put in 2 cars. Now that would bring us back up to 19. We lose 46 HP, get 13 soft attack, which isn't much, but it's good. I mean, that's still more than a tenth, more than 10%. Hard attack plus 7, that's Twice of what it was before. That's really, really good. Piercing goes up by nothing. Okay, armor goes up by 0.4. That's also bad. Well, it should be way more than that, but it's only a car, right? Breakthrough, a lot. Since, yeah, we suffer on defense, but, you know, this is army on the move. We want to attack. Okay, so we need 16,000 cars. Oh, that will take some time. And then I guess 8,000 for the first rollout. So that's actually not that bad. Look for that. So you guys, you're gonna come in here. Once we land. Please land. Please don't get shot down. Still looking good. Yes. We're here. You, half of you. Get a front line over here. And marching orders. Go. You guys. On that. That side of the river. Down to Lisbon. If we can. And probably with the right army selected. Ah, jeez. You know, might as well do this. It's also a river. Don't know if we can do that. Doesn't seem to be that bad for now. So might as well, right? Might as well push it as best as we can. Go, everybody. We're currently winning. That's so nice. So nice of us. So good at this. Alright. We still need those planes? Yeah, we definitely need them because we're just sending in reinforcements. Probably gonna lose half of it. Alright, but that's it for today, folks. If you liked the video, like the video. Subscribe for more, leave a comment if you feel like it. Don't forget to enjoy yourselves. Looking good. See you soon.